Hello everyone, Ramya, Assistant Professor of CSC Department from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Subject code OMD 551, Unit 4, Topic Blood Pressure. Objective to learn about the concepts of blood pressure. Blood pressure. It is considered a good indicator of the status of cardiovascular system. It has been saved many persons from death by providing a warning of hypertension in time to take treatment. There are two pressures, they are systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. First one is systolic pressure. It has a maximum pressure reached during cardiac ejection is called systolic pressure, and the next one is diastolic pressure. That means minimum pressure occurring at the end of a ventricular relaxation is termed as diastolic pressure. Then the normal values in the basic circulatory system are arterial system 30 to 300 mmHg, venous system 5 to 15 mmHg, pulmonary system 6 to 25 mmHg. So the blood pressure is usually measured by two methods. They are direct methods and indirect methods. First we are going to see the indirect method or invasive method. It is a method by using a sphygmomanometer and a stethoscope. Here it consists of an expandable pressure cuff and a mercury or aneroid manometer to measure the pressure in the cuff. And also the cuff is placed on the upper arm and expanded arterial blood can flow that only when the arterial pressure exceeds the pressure in the cuff. Suppose if the pressure exceeds above systolic pressure, no sound can be heard through the stethoscope. If the pressure gradually reduced as soon as the cuff pressure falls below systolic pressure, then the small amount of blood rush the cuff and cough of sounds being to hear through the stethoscope. Here then it is a familiar method of locating the systolic and diastolic pressure values by listening the sounds is called oscillatory method of sphygmomanometer. It is an alternative method that a physician can identify the blood flow and the feeling pulse is called as palpatory method. The next one is a rheographic method. In this method, a set of three electrodes were attached to the cuff that are placed in contact with skin. Here also we have a high frequency current source operating at 100 kHz is connected to the electrode A and C. Here the impedance between any two electrodes is pressure before pressurizing the cuffs, and then it is modulated in accordance with the blood flow pulsation in the artery. So the same principle what we have seen in before takes place. Here too the only difference is diastolic pressure and systolic pressure are shown by the indicators. Then the next method is direct method or invasive method. It is used when the highest degree of absolute accuracy, dynamic response and continuous monitoring is required. Here also we have the direct measurement of blood pressure is usually obtained by any one of these three methods, that is percutaneous insertion, catheterization, implantation of a transducer in a vessel or in the heart. First one is a catheter tip probe. In this type, the sensor is mounted on the tip of the probe and the pressure applied on it. Then it is converted to the proportional electrical signal. Then the next one is fluid filled catheter type. In this type, the transmitter pressure applied on its fluid filled columns to an external transducer. That means the transducer converts the applied pressure to the electrical signal. Then only the electrical signals are amplified and it should be displayed or recorded. And the next one is before inserting the catheters into the blood vessel, the fluid filled should be thoroughly flushed. In practice, a steady flow of sterile saline is passing through the catheter. Then only the air bubbles dampen the frequency response of the system. It should be ensured that the system is free from that. Then only the transistor is excited with a 5V DC excitation. Thank you.